Alright, what's up fight fans? Very quick video. Firstly, shout out to the Fight Guru who I follow on Twitter, who I've been following for years, always comes with good stuff, good content, and he's one that made me aware of this story, so I just want to give him a shout out because, to be fair, it's kind of his story. Andy Joshua Kubrat Pulev, remember Andy Joshua's in that scenario now where his big fight in the US against Vladimir Klitschko is no longer happening. Obviously, we all know Vladimir Klitschko is retired by now. So the questions were, who's next? Right? A couple of mandatories have been chucked his way. Ortiz, there's still issues with that. And his IBF mandatory, which is Kubrat Pulev. Eddie Hearn, quite rightly so, and I think very smartly so, wants to go down the Kubrat Pulev route. So there are big talks about that fight happening in October. For some reason, and I still, for the love of God, don't know why, they want the fight to happen in Cardiff. There is a new arena down there, a big one, so maybe that's the reason. Maybe they've got some sort of deal or contract with them, I don't know. This is the but. Kubrat Pulev, and you guys can check this on his Facebook page, you will need to translate it because his Facebook page is in Bulgarian, all in Bulgarian, so you will need to translate. But if you translate, it's very interesting reading. He has come out, and look, let me kind of reverse a bit. Andy Joshua was supposed to fight in November, so Andy Joshua is ready to go for October. That's fair, right? He's always in good shape. I know he went on holiday, I think, to Dubai, but that was just a case of a little warm down break. He's now back in training again. He just released his stuff on Instagram and Twitter and all the other social media platforms to say this guy is in training, in shape. Kubrat Pulev, on the other hand, no. The last thing I heard about Kubrat Pulev was that he was having a chess tournament. Go figure. So this guy is not really in boxing shape, not really in the mindset to box right now. He thinks he's being forced into taking this fight. He says he's not in a good relationship with his promoters, which is the Sauerlands. They're almost doing all the negotiating on his behalf. He's not been involved in negotiation. No one's told him anything. I'm guessing he knows a bit, but in terms of him being at the table, the front table, at the forefront of negotiations, he said he's not happy because he's not in the forefront of negotiations. He doesn't know what's going on. But one thing he did say clear, and you guys again can read it on his Facebook page, he is in no way, shape to fight Andy Joshua in October. It's not happening. He says for a fight of this magnitude, and let's be honest, it is a very big fight. He needs at least 3 or 4 months. Remember, the last time Kubrat Pulev fought for a world title was against Vladimir Klitschko. He got knocked out in the 4th round. He knows what it's like. He's been there. He wants to be in supreme shape. And I don't blame him. His last 2 or 3 fights, I'm sure, have been like some Derek Chisora, I think Kevin Johnson. I'm sure he fought Kevin Johnson. Those fights aren't going to prepare you for Andy Joshua. So he does need to get in good shape. And I think it's fair. I think he does need 3, 4, maybe even 5 months. He said that Andy Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko, this again, he released a lot on this statement. He said Andy Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko had at least 5 or 6 months for both of those guys to prepare. He is right. Does he deserve that? I think so. What you don't want to do is just rush. You get an opportunity like Andy Joshua, it's a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity to become a world champion. You need the full training camp, and so he doesn't look like he's going to fight Andy Joshua in October. So it's interesting. Does Andy Joshua sit out until the new year, or does he fight his other mandatory, which is Luis Ortiz, who will definitely fight in October? I don't know what Eddie Hearn's going to do here. I think Luis Ortiz is a lot more risky. I don't think it's as big a fight. I think Kubrat Pulev does have a big Eastern European following, so that makes it a bigger fight. There is a big Eastern European population in the UK, whereas Luis Ortiz, really, his fan base is pretty small. So Luis Ortiz is probably the small of the fights, but in terms of the risk factor, it's a lot riskier. So I think if Luis Ortiz is the option and they go with that mandatory, I think they're going to sit it out into the new year to give Andy Joshua a lot more preparation time. If they can do something with Kubrat Pulev and get him in the ring October, November, they'll go with that because it's the easier fight. Kubrat Pulev really is quite one-dimensional. Luis Ortiz comes with a lot more difficulty for Andy Joshua. What do you guys think about this statement? Kubrat Pulev seems to be upset that he's not, like I said, he's not really been brought into the negotiations. It's almost like they're telling him what to do, and someone as experienced and as long in the tooth as him is just not accepting it. And I agree with him, he shouldn't accept it. But what do you guys think? It looks like Andy Joshua Kubrat Pulev is off.